What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Of course, as always, I'm your co-host, Donovan Quick. So today, we're going to be talking about the defensive coordinator position opening for the Miami Dolphins and how it's starting to heat up. You know, they're down to 4 candidates now. You have the number one obvious one, which is Vic Fangio, that everybody that has a defensive coordinator opening right now wants him. Even some that don't have openings want him. It's either him or Brian Flores are the two hot defensive coordinators right now, and obviously Dolphins are not going to be getting Brian Flores for certain reasons. Wonder why. So Vic Fangio, obviously number one on the board, and then number 2 is Sean Desai. So this past year he was serving as the Seahawks defensive backs coach. And obviously, you know, the emergence of their secondary this year has been absolutely incredible. But even going further back, about a year, he had his first defensive coordinator gig as the Bears defensive coordinator and led that team to a top 10 defense as their defensive coordinator. Now, why was he let go? It's simple. Nagy was let go, so the rest of the staff was let go. I'm sure they wish they kept him on at this point because their defensive coordinator is now fired and they're looking for another one. And then number 3 is actually another great corners coach. Is Chris Richard he's a co-defensive coordinator currently, so it'd be a little bit of a lateral move, maybe a little bit of a promotion. He is a co-defensive coordinator for the New Orleans Saints right now. He's also the defensive backs coach for the Saints. And to go a little bit further back, another Seahawks connection, he was the defensive coordinator for the Legion of Boom, which was, I think, from 2015 to 2017. And so, you know, he has experience, you know, leading an elite secondary as well. Now, the last one is kind of like you kind of just want to, I don't know the word, you want to sprinkle some snow, and the Dolphins are interviewing an in-house candidate in Anthony Campanelli, who is our current linebackers coach. Now, if you ask me, that is the guy I least want. Now, he's shown me, you know, it's his first year as the Dolphins linebackers coach. We let our other guy go last year, and he's our new one. And I saw some improvement, but not in the past game. It was just awful. So, you know, out of all of those, he's the only one that does not have defensive coordinator experience in the NFL. He was a co-defensive coordinator for Boston College, I believe back in like 2018 or something. Yeah, it was 2018. And, you know, I just don't want him. So I'm going to go back up. So he's number 4. Number 3 on my list is Chris Richard. Chris Richard, I like him. And he took pretty much what was like nothing with the the New Orleans Saints secondary because they just traded their best corner away or safety, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They traded him away, their best secondary player, and that secondary still did pretty decent. Now, as far as the rest of it, and he did lead the Legion of Boom, but we saw after, you know, certain players got old or got bigger contracts that you know, that defense really fell off, hence his dismissal in the 2018 season. So it's like, do I really want him? I wouldn't mind him. I'd settle for him. But he's not on my list. Number 2 is Sean Desai. He is up and coming. The only problem with hiring this man is that he's probably going to be a head coach in 2 to 3 years, if not 1. So he's not going to be like a long-term guy, but he's probably one of the best short-term guys you can get. So this team has already proven that they're willing to go all in for a Super Bowl in the next couple of years, trading their first rounder this year to go get Chubb. And you know what? To go even further in depth on Sean Desai, he actually accredits. He was defensive coordinator after Vic Fangio left. So that right there, like he had what was it? He credits his ability a lot to Vic Fangio. So he would be like Vic Fangio like Jr. So I really wouldn't mind him. I like him a lot. My only problem is I don't think it's a long-term solution, and I'm not sure this team is geared up for a short-term solution, but I don't know if, if they have the capabilities at certain positions and coaching to go ahead and win a Super Bowl in the next couple years, which is as long as we're going to have Sean Desai. We're not going to have him for a long time if we do get him. Now, my top choice by far is Vic Fangio. He ran an elite defense for the Bears to the point where they made it to the NFC divisional round despite, the double doink. They would have made it to the NFC championship game. And going back, and then going forward after that to his days in Denver, he ran that elite defense that had Bradley Chubb on the team. So he knows how to use Bradley Chubb. He knows how good he can be. That defense was ran to perfection when he was there. That Broncos defense has been elite for how long? And they're probably gonna go get another defensive head coach, which is wild to me. But yeah, so he's my number one choice by far. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below who you think would be the best hire for the Dolphins. Personally, on my own, little list in my mind, I really wanted to interview Gerald Alexander, and I think the only reason that you wouldn't is if you wanted to be more defensive line based. But other than Vic Fangio, all these other guys, besides Vic Fangio and Anthony Campanelli, all the other guys are secondary based. So if you wanted to go to a secondary based, or go from a secondary based defense like what we have now to a defensive line based defense, that is something that can be done. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. Don't forget, comment. Don't forget, subscribe, like, ring the bell so you can get the notifications for when we drop our videos and when we go live. I'm not sure when we're going to be going live. Our schedules are kind of hectic right now, but definitely we'll be going live at least a few times this offseason, and I hope to see you guys in there asking all your questions. Would love to answer them if I have the answers. Thank you guys. Have a blessed day, and don't forget, tell somebody you love them.